Bortle here at the YCS Pasadena event with,
we have Bortle here, we have Cyber here. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Altergeist in the top bay. There's a switch over there, God. Yes.
Nice switch. Yo, God, yes. Nice.
Introduce yourself, man.
Hey, so my name is Niko. I played Altergeist this week at YCS Pasadena. My YouTube channel when I used to actually post videos was the Lightsworn Joker.
Okay.
And yeah, so you guys ready to start the deck profile?
What were some of your matchups like?
I played. Might grab me my thing. I'll tell you exactly.
Yeah, of course, of course. And what'd you finish after Swiss?
After Swiss, I was at 22nd. I ended up with an X2 record.
Mm-hmm.
I lost to Pendulum and I lost to True Draco.
Okay.
Really bad matchup. There's nothing much to really ever do.
Yeah.
As for what I played against, round 1, I played against Orcus. Round 2, I played against Guru. Round 3, I played against. I think it was another Orcus. 4 was another Orcus. 5 was another Orcus. Then I ended up against the Draco. I lost. After that, I played against Starliege, another Orcus.
Kind of sounds like you play like against Orcus.
Yeah. I played against the Rogue deck I played against today. I played against Infernoid, and I also played against Magical Muskets for the last 2 rounds. And then I also played against. Top 32 was Orcus Sky Striker, top 16 was Starliege Thunder, and top 8 second I played against Orcus Sky Striker again.
Okay.
So this week, the thing is play Orcus.
Yeah. Is there any shout outs that you'd like to give?
Shout out to my friend Brian here.
Hey, shout out to Brian. Okay.
Shout out to Ricardo and some of the other Arizona players. Shout out to some of my old team members when I used to play online on Dueling Book from TR and Court, so Cody Angeloff was one.
Cody, okay.
And Peter over there, and my boy Richard Rogers.
Okay. All right. Well, without further ado, let's get into the list, man.
All right. So please, Konami, hook me up. All right. Next up, most important card, probably the best card of the deck, Meliseek. Broke so many boards this week. It's grinded through. Anytime someone overset, you just extend on them. No issue.
Mm-hmm.
Played 3 Marionetter. Trap's broken, sets your combos. Yes, Altergeist is combos. No one ever plays it, but you do. 2 Siliquitis. And then the unstandard part of the Altergeist lineup, we played double Kinkiri.
Nice. How did that work out for you, man?
So, it was good. In theory, it's good. In practicality, it's good. It would help me get extra monsters for when I need spoofing, because the deck lacks monsters, and you draw into spoofing all the time with, like, traps. And if this was an extra trap, there's 3 times I would have lost the game. Actually, I did. I played 1 mirror match, too, in this tournament. And he actually saw me duality this, so he tried to. So he's like, oh, he doesn't have to worry about it. And then he ran into the second Kinkiri, and it actually cost him that match.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Next up, hand traps. We got triple Ash Blossom, well, monster hand traps at least, and then onto the spells. Got 3 Extravagance. Can't really play this deck without it. 2 duality. 1 would always get sided out when I was going second, and when I was going first, it was a debate between keeping it because it was more consistency towards my side deck card, or it was more towards just a way to start the deck. Honestly, if I had played 2 more hand traps, which I debated over these next 2 cards, this would have been a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
2 great cards that worked all weekend. Double Super Poly.
Why only 2?
So, I didn't want to run the risk of running into matchups like Sky Striker, which I never played. I only played Sky Striker all week, where I'd have it dead. But it came in clutch, and also it contradicts with Faker. So you have to determine which one are you going to be doing in a lot of the games. So like I would have this with Faker, and I'd have to determine, well, the Siliquitus has the bounce. This I can use the protocol with that. I can chain this, or I'd have to decide, okay, I'd do the Super Poly and I'd lock myself. On top of that, because it's Altergeist, you don't want to really give up your extra monster zones because you need those for Hextia to start the Hextia searches to get you to your manifestation instead of extra Fakers. So it works as a board wipe and going second. Funny story, I was playing against a Pendulum guy last night, round 9, for my second loss. His Pendulum board ended on 5 negates. Super Poly couldn't even break the game. I was like, alright. Full board, didn't do nothing. I was crying inside.
Jeez.
Alright. Altergeist traps. Got double protocol, manifestation, that's pretty standard, and then triple spoofing. Just gotta run it, search card.
Okay.
As for the regular traps of the deck, we chose to play triple impermanence. Faker impermanence sounds like a miracle, never happened. It's a cool story. Double compulse. It's a diverse trap that works going first and second, so it's not too bad, but honestly I actually sided it out a lot. I know everyone likes to talk about how great the card is. Whenever I drew it, it was mediocre because I already had Siliquitus to interfere things, and I needed negates to clear the board. So most of the time I found myself using protocols or strikes to stop an Orcust and Grave while keeping their monsters on board to keep them at 1. So I just slowly control them. And we got your old Mackin package, the full one, triple solemn, win condition, triple solemn strike, 1 solemn warning, and then this common Imperial Order, because he told me I had to swap it out. He told me to swap out this, and my strike and a duality, because it had a little bit of yellow. After, I guess the top was yellowing, they said. Actually, freaking deck checked me 4 rounds in a row. I was getting annoyed. I was like, dude.
Yeah, it happens. How many cards is that in the main?
40. Do you want to do extra or side first?
Extra.
Sure. Alright, so we got triple Altergeist Hexia. This is the only card that matters. Hopefully you don't extravagance them all. And like there were games where I was forced to extravagance and lost them, so sad face. 1 Prima Banshee. Came up once where I used this to win a game. It's very rare. It's floating back is basically what you need. Double Link Kribo. I know most people like to play 3, but I wanted to cut in for a second Amirage. The reason I chose a second Amirage over the 3rd Link Kribo is because you can occasionally set up a Super Poly using Salomon Great Almirage for a Violent Chimera. And there were games where I would draw into a used to Meloseek, but Super Poly, and I knew my opponent wasn't playing one of those decks going into the second turn. So I would set up the Almirage Super Poly plate into a Violent Chimera just to wipe out any extra deck monster I needed.
Nice, nice.
Next, Avermax, Unicorn, Phoenix. Those are the only non-Altergeist Link monsters that were used. This came up once to help me get over a Black Luster. I had that game, it was against, I just had no other choice. BLS has that extra targeting effect, and I was forced into extravagancing twice to gain advantage because he negged me so hard. But luckily, even after extravagancing twice, just for a laugh, this was what was left.
No.
I was like, well, I have it out.
Nice, nice.
Super Poly targets, 2 Starting Venoms. I summoned this all weekend. Thank you, Orcust all day. Dragstophelia. I had the option to summon it one time, never really came up, never needed it. Violent Chimera, I played 0 Salomon Great. This was name of the game, Orcust the YCS.
Yeah, oh, definitely, man. Why didn't you play the one Super Poly target that requires 3 darks?
I wanted to. I couldn't find the room because I wanted to keep it so I had a diverse Link lineup if I needed to of a 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to give up the second Almirage because this is essentially the 3rd Link Reload the extravagance targets.
Okay.
And the rest of the extra decks is too cramped.
Yeah.
I don't want to give up Prima Banshee. You need this to get over occasional things like that BLS, which I ended up having to Avermax over. So there's nothing you can really fit it. If I did, it would have won me the Pendulum match though. And I played it all week, so.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have it if I had it. But I couldn't find a way.
Okay.
Side deck, triple Nibiru. Sided this almost all day. I never drew it one time.
What?
It was never seen in a single game against any meta deck. No Orcust, no Thunder, nothing. Never saw the card. It is the coolest hand trap. Everyone's ready to play around it. No one played around it.
Yeah.
And I never drew it.
Yeah. Would you consider maining it?
Never.
Okay. Okay.
Some of those road decks I played against, this would literally be a brick.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Against them as a brick, and Super Poly at least clears the board, like getting rid of IP Masquerade to stop like topologicals, unicorns, etc. Next side deck card, 2 Inspector Border. This was put in anytime I went first against major combo decks like Danger Thunder Starleech, which one game I opened it up against him and blocked him out completely. And Orcust, if I went first, and I opened up against one Orcust player, he just scooped. He had 0 outs. You need to play a Floodgate monster. You don't want to be getting red rebooted. This can, if you get evenly, you can leave this on board and it just keeps the negation going, and that's all that matters. Next hand trap, 2D Crow. These came in against all week almost, against almost every Orcus because all was planned. These could have been Lancia. I chose to go with Pro for the simple fact when you're playing a controlled slow deck like Altergeist, stalling a turn doesn't advance your game state. You need to be constantly moving your deck.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And if you try and Lancia for a turn to stall, you didn't solve the problem. You just make it so your one negation like your protocol is wasted on a card in the following turn. So we want these, and they won me tons of games. Triple Secret Village. For that Sky Striker deck, I didn't see. It actually got put in a couple times though against some rogue decks. Like I said, I played against a Magical Musketeer. I knew he was going to make me go first. I sided in, activated it, won the match. I tried using it against Pendulums. Normally, if you can get a combo set up where Siliquid is this, they actually can't play anything. Didn't come up because the one time I played him, game 2 just insta-scooped when I first saw him. 2 heavy Storm Dusters for any control decks I played against. Another side deck card that got sided in quite often and never drawn. So, cosmetic appearance is always good.
Yeah.
Triple win condition. Killed me myself. Most of the Orcus players nowadays, when they do their full combo, unless they hard draw into the Orcus Crescendo, they're searching the field spell. So this is almost always live.
Yeah.
And they end up with IP Masquerena or something else. So when you try and enter battle phase, they're basically forced to Masquerena Link if they want to, or they can't play around it. They've begun to lock themselves out, which gives me room to use it. One Orcus player actually, I managed to evenly. I opened like a god. I did the evenly faker.
Oh.
Automatic blowout, insta game.
Nice. That sounds crazy.
But that's everything.
Is there any changes that you will make now that you just made top 8 with this deck?
Maybe cut Secret Village to 2, try and fit in another card, Inspector Border possibly, since I kept playing nothing but Orcus. Main deck wise.
Well, what about Sengen? I noticed there's no Sengen up in there.
People like to play that card if they want.
Patrick James, you hearing this? Go ahead. Yeah, go.
Yeah, that card sucks, guys.
Yeah, that card sucks. I think that card sucks too, Patrick James.
The combo for Omirage is first off inconsistent. And half the time when you draw that Sengen, I would see people draw Extravagance, and they'd be like Extravagance, and they'd banish the Omirage with their 1 copy, because a lot of people just play 3 and 1.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's a turn slow, and you already need to be using your normal summons half the time. Like, I found myself normal these 3 almost all the time.
Yeah.
This guy loves hands, trust me.
Yeah.
You can't afford a Sengen. It's just going to slow your game state down.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to play that, you're more than welcome to prove me wrong. But
I agree. All right, man. Well, congrats on making top 8, man, and thank you for the profile.
All righty, guys.
Thank you.